Fresh chip off the block. Watch my head spin. I got awkward thoughts and a neck twitch. I fall off the knot, then I get up. I'm this slot to watch.
Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Another Thing. This time we're going to be talking about something very special and dear to the history of Southern hip hop. Now, I want to talk about one of the greatest love songs ever created. Now, you might be thinking something like Bonnie and Clyde by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Not that one. Maybe be thinking I Need Love by LL Cool J. Neither one of those have anything on the song we're going to talk about today. And what we're going to talk about is that lovely soliloquy, that poem from the heart from those two great guys out of Memphis, Tennessee. 8Ball and MJG. Yes, that's right. We're going to talk about one of the greatest hip-hop love songs ever called Space Age Pimpin'. And we're going to start right there. The title is Space Age Pimpin'. It's a quick deflection. You hear the title and you assume that if you know 8Ball and MJG's music, you're going to assume that it has something to do with, a massive Cadillac, some type of big car, and, running women on the track, pimping. No, not this time. This is about love. This is about black love. This is digging into the heart of a black man from the streets looking for his queen. It's not trap queen. He's not trying to get her to sell drugs. He just wants to love her. Let's jump directly into the lyrics. I mean, for those naysayers, sayers of nay, you have to understand it. Let's start with the first line. The first line from the first verse is given to us by the illustrious MJG, where he politely asked the young lady, "I'd be obliged if you step outside." Come on now. How much do people even say, "Can you dance anymore? Would you like a dance?" No, he's starting with, a gentlemanly question. Hey, it would really warm my heart if you would step outside into my car. Where he follows up with, because my ride is awaiting. So your chariot awaits, madam. How much more chivalrous is this? This guy is essentially, he's inviting you to come with him on a lovely evening. Jay-Z ain't do that. Jay-Z and Beyonce were trying to rob banks. I Need Love was about him messing up with women. No. Not 8Ball and MJG. They love women. This is him singing to his queen. There was another great line here. Let's follow it up. A steak and a nightcap. So essentially, he follows up. He says, hey, if you don't mind, could you please step into my car? We'll go out for a steak and a nightcap. Dinner and a drink. When you got Black Twitter arguing about how much a date costs, these guys, back in the time period where this song was written, didn't worry about any of that. Look, beautiful young lady, I'm going to take you out. We're going to have steak. We're going to have drinks. You're going to have an amazing time. Let's continue on. He then goes into complimenting the young lady by saying, I'm awakened by the smells of your perfume that I inhale, then tell how I raise hell on the diesel. That is a compliment. So let's go back to the top. First, he politely asked her out on a date. I'd be obliged if you step outside because my lovely chariot awaits you. Well, we can have a dinner of steak, and if you would like a drink, we could have a few nightcaps. You know why? Because you have an alluring perfume that is drawing me in. Come on, gentlemen. Jay-Z could never. LL Cool J would never. Wale would never. You can't get any better than this. Come on. Then he goes on to continue to talk to her about the loving interactions and intimacies that they would like to share. But he asks, that's the key. He never makes presumption. He says that, we tested each other, and the test I presented to you, you passed. I would like to say how he says it, but I'm going to paraphrase it. Please read it for yourself, or rather listening to it. As he continues on describing his love and allure to this young lady, he asks her, what must I do to have you? And she continues to then, he presented his test. She presented her test. She said, hey, would you kill for me? He said, my love, if your life is in danger, I will definitely protect you from harm's way. Even steal for me? He comes back again as the protector that he is and says, look, young lady, if somebody has gone and taken your goods, I will go out and get them for you. So, I'm not just going to steal on them for the sake of stealing, but if somebody has wronged you, being the chivalrous gentleman that I am, I will go out and reclaim your goods. Then he follows up with, then you feel for me, or do you love me? And his reply is something very genuine. Yeah. He says, yes, if the way you act is true. And then he goes on to describe the lovely things that they can share together if her heart is true to him. Let's quote the great lyricist. He says, who knows, fine clothes, Lexus doors you'll be closing when you become one of the chosen. It says it right there. If we can work this thing out and be together, I'll make sure you have the finest clothes and drive in the most lovely Lexuses you can find. Greatest love story. Greatest love. All right, let's fast forward. Let's go to, if you thought that was good, wait till you hear what his partner, Mr. 8-Ball, had to say about it. Because again, 8-Ball and MJG is two guys. So let's see what 8-Ball comes in and says. Whereas MJG approached it in the sense of courting a young lady, being a polite gentleman, letting her know what the plans of the nights were, and also what he could offer her over the long term. Our great friend 8-Ball is already in a relationship, so he takes it from a slightly different angle. He's approaching his beautiful queen and letting her know how much he loves her and how much he would love to be intimate with her. Let's go jump into that verse. He describes their relationship. He comes in and he says, you and I, me and you situation getting sticky. Your mouth is saying no, but your body's saying, that you might be interested. Now, hold on. Let's stop right here. I know the times. What he's saying is not that he coerced her or forced her into doing anything because she said no. He said, hey, all right, I'll stop. But your body is saying that you want me to move closer to you. But he also asked very politely. Let's keep going. He then goes on to say, I understand why you're apprehensive about dating me. Your friends say rappers get that butt and be out of here like yesterday. That's what her friends say. Her friends are naysayers. They're haters. They're awful people who shouldn't be allowed to talk to her. 8-Ball is a genuinely great guy and wants nothing but the best for this woman. Let's continue on. He comes back and reminds her that tonight she looks amazingly beautiful and the moment feels right for them to take their relationship to the next level. What would you like to do, he asks her. She says he maybe wanted to further accommodate her. He offers her some herbal delights. Maybe we should go. Apparently during the course of the evening, they both, as adults, decided to partake in cannabis. And as he mentions, this endo got me perving. Let's go hop in my Suburban. So he's saying that, the cannabis that he's ingested makes him desire her even more. And hopefully that intimacy is reciprocated from her. Let's continue on. He follows up with an amazing offer to take her wherever she would like to go, no matter how far. And gas prices today. Another gentlemanly move. And he continues to try to combat what the naysayers say. Let's quote it directly. I hear your partners dissing when they think I ain't listening. Those young ladies are just wishing that they could be in your position. Why? Why, you might ask? Why? Well, he's going to tell you why. With me, with 8-Ball, you'd be living in luxury. So these young ladies are not having great relationships, but this young lady is dating the amazing 8-Ball, where she can live a life of luxury. And he's reminding her in this lovely, love-filled soliloquy. He continues on to tell her that, you can have those things that you want. If you want more cannabis, we can go have that. If you would like to go have dinner, we'll go have dinner. Whatever you need, being the great, genuinely man that 8-Ball is, he's looking to accommodate her quickly and forthwith. Now here's where it gets interesting, and it further shows how much of a forward-thinking gentleman they are. You know, they have dinner, they partake in cannabis, they have a few drinks, nightcaps, they get back to the place where they're going, and then it sounds as if the young lady is comfortable proceeding with allowing the two partners to be intimate. Now, being the forward-thinking, protective person that 8Ball is, he's not just gonna go offer unprotected sex to this young lady. Oh no. He's proactively saying, don't worry about it. I want to protect you against disease and pregnancy. With me, I think ahead. So let's recap what we have here from 8Ball. He offered her, she's obviously a cannabis smoker, so he offered her some cannabis. She was a little hungry, so they went out to eat. They wanted to see the city and continue to talk, so he drove around no matter how far she wanted to go. And once she was ready and then she decided to become the aggressor in the situation, he slowed her down. That's right. 8Ball slowed her down and said, we should be protected first. And he went and he got his piece of latex and made sure that they were perfectly protected before they continued into their intimacy. Now, you can't tell me this is an amazing love song. The most amazing love song ever written in hip hop. The first verse is about a man who's probably the most chivalrous person in history of hip hop, describing all the things that he would like to offer this young lady. He wants to be a protector, a provider. He wants to make sure she's completely comfortable. Then we fast forward to 8Ball, where his back is against the wall, and he's reminding this young lady of all the wonderful things that they can have together, and to not listen to those naysayers and sayers of nay that want to destroy their relationship. And furthermore, at the very end, he makes sure he protects both her and him. Amazing guys, amazing guys. So if you haven't had the opportunity to listen to Space Age Pimpin' by 8Ball and MJG, I think you should take a listen. And you too will agree that this is one of the most amazing love songs in hip hop history. If you want to come back and enjoy some great topics, please come back, subscribe. Make sure you check out some other videos. This has been Another Thing, and we appreciate your visit. Make sure you go listen to the 8Ball and MJG.
I want you. I got to have you. I want you. I got to have you. I want you. I got to have you. I want you.
I'll be obliged if you step outside.